Hello students, in this session we will discuss about circular queue and deck. First one, circular queue. When we observe linear queue disadvantage, so in linear queue, if rear end reaches to n-1th location and still empty locations are available at the front end of the list, then those empty locations are not possible to utilize. Okay. Now to overcome this disadvantage, we go for circular queue concept. So in circular queue, rear end reaches to n-1th location and still empty locations are available at the front end of the list, then the variable rear is set back to the starting location. Such a representation is known as circular queue. So here, logically, elements are arranged in circular fashion. So in circular queue, elements are arranged in circular fashion. Now it shows the diagrammatic representation of a circular queue. So here, elements are revolved in circular fashion. Okay, but here the basic structure does not violate. So here also it consists two ends, front end and rear end. Rear end allows insertions and front end allows deletion operations. So as similar to linear queue, all basic operations are also valid in circular queue. Here we discuss some important operations: insertion, deletion and display operations. First one, insertion operation. So algorithm insertion of X. This procedure is used to insert a new element X at rear position of the circular queue. First we check whether the circular queue is overflow or not. For this, now the specific condition is if F equivalent to 0 and R equivalent to n-1. Now this one possible situation. Or is another situation, F equivalent to R plus 1. If any one of these condition is true, now the entire condition becomes true. So if this situation arises, it refers to circular queue overflow. Now written from the function. And if this condition is false, that means some empty locations are available. Now first we check whether R reaches to n-1 location or not. If R reaches to n-1th location, now reset R value to 0th location. Otherwise, rear is incremented by 1. Now step 3, CQ of R. Now this location is filled with X value. Step 4, if F equivalent to -1, still F points to -1th location, then F is set at 0th location. And if, now written from the function. So when compare with linear queue insertion operation, here we add this extra point. So if R equivalent to n-1, then R is reset at 0th location. It shows circular queue concept. Now deletion operation. So algorithm deletion function is used to delete the front position element from the circular queue. Here first we check whether the circular queue is underflow or not. So if F equivalent to -1, then that means elements are not available. Hence we print a message as circular queue underflow. Written -1 and if. Step 2. First, access the front element of the circular queue. So K equivalent to CQ of F. Now process of comparison. If F equivalent to R, that means circular queue consists only one element, then F and R both set at -1. Else if F equivalent to n minus 1, that means F variable reaches to n minus 1th location, then F equivalent to 0. F is set at 0th location. Else, now F is incremented by 1. So F equivalent to F plus 1. And if now the deleted element is available in K, hence return K. Next operation, display. Now algorithm display. So function prints elements of the circular queue. Now here, first we check whether elements are available or not. So if F equivalent to -1, then that means elements are not available. Hence we print a message as circular queue empty. Else, so if elements are available, now there are two possibilities. So if F is less than or equivalent to R, then if this condition is true, now elements are available from F to R. Hence we print the elements as repeat for I equivalent to F to R, do steps by 1, write CQ of I and repeat. Else, so if this condition is false, in such cases we print the elements with the combination of two stages. First print the elements from F2 and -1 and then 0 to R. For this, design the steps as repeat for I equivalent to F2 and -1, do steps by 1, write CQ of I and repeat. Repeat for I equivalent to 0 to R, do steps by 1, write CQ of I and repeat. So the entire comparison completed and if, and outer comparison completed and if. Okay, so these are basic operations that can be applied on a circular queue. So remaining operations are also valid, like is empty, is full, front element and rear element. Their implementation is as same as linear queue operations. I hope all of you understood circular queue concept. Now, third type of queue, deck. Here, deck stands for double-ended queue. So a double-ended queue is a linear data structure in which elements may be inserted and deleted at either ends of the list. That means both ends allows insertions and deletion operations. Now this one, the diagrammatic representation of a deck. So this one, front end, rear end. Rear end allows both insertions and deletions. Front end also allowed both insertion and deletion operations. Here, based on the way of performing operations on a deck, deck can be classified into two types, like input restricted deck and output restricted deck. First one, input restricted deck. Here, input restricted deck is a deck which allows insertions only at one end, but it allows deletions at both ends of the list. So insertions at one end, deletions are at both ends of the list. Now this one, the diagrammatic representation of an input restricted deck. Now basically, insertions are allowed at rear end. So this one, rear end. but deletions are at both ends of the list. So front end allows deletions and rear end also allowed deletion operations. So input restricted deck. Second one, output restricted deck. So output restricted deck is a deck which allows deletions at one end but insertions at both ends of the list. So it allows deletions at only one end but allows insertions at both ends of the list. Now it shows the diagrammatic representation of output restricted deck. Here deletions are only at one end, hence front end allows deletion operations, but insertions are at both ends of the list, hence insertions at front end, insertions at rear end, both are valid. So finally, when we combine input restricted deck and output restricted deck, now it forms deck where it allows both insertions and deletions at either ends of the list. Okay, so this one deck data structure is a one type of queue. Okay, thank you one and all.